Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, today I want to talk to you about something that affects every single one of us. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, or what you do. There will always be people in your life who are not truly for you. They smile in your face, they shake your hand, they nod in agreement, but deep down they are working against you. Some of the greatest pains in life do not come from strangers. They come from the people who pretend to be on your side while secretly plotting against you. But today, we will expose them. We will shine the light of wisdom and discernment so that you will no longer be blindsided by betrayal. In the book of Proverbs, it is written, "A prudent man foresees evil and hides himself, but the simple pass on and are punished." This means that wisdom allows you to detect deception before it destroys you. The ability to recognize who is truly for you and who is secretly against you is one of the greatest skills you can develop in life. So today I will share with you 9 ways to spot a person who is secretly working against you so that you can protect yourself, your vision, and your destiny. 1. They celebrate your failures and downplay your success. Watch for those who are quick to acknowledge your failures but silent when you succeed. When you struggle, they seem to have all the time in the world to talk about it. But when you experience a breakthrough, they act as if nothing happened. Real friends will celebrate your success. Those who work against you will either ignore it or downplay it. If someone cannot rejoice when you are blessed, they were never truly with you in the first place. 2, they give you advice that leads you in the wrong direction. Be careful of people who always seem to give advice that leads to destruction. A person working against you will often disguise their intentions in the form of guidance. They will tell you to take paths that are not beneficial to your progress, and they will disguise their words as wisdom. Learn to measure advice against the principles of truth and integrity. 3, they gossip about you behind your back. You will never hear them speak negatively about you in front of you. But when you are not present, their tongues become swords. The people who secretly work against you will pretend to support you. But behind closed doors, they are spreading lies, exaggerating your mistakes, and distorting your character. If you consistently hear reports of someone speaking negatively about you, do not ignore it. Where there is smoke, there is fire. 4, they are overly competitive with you. Healthy competition is good, but when someone always tries to outshine you, belittle you, or prove they are better than you, be cautious. A person who is secretly against you sees your success as a threat rather than an inspiration. They will try to one-up you in conversations, undermine your accomplishments, and even sabotage opportunities to keep you from advancing. 5, they withhold important information from you. Those who are truly for you will want you to grow and succeed. But those who work against you will withhold valuable information that could help you. They will find out about opportunities and never tell you. They will know something that could benefit you, but they will keep it to themselves. Their silence is not by accident. It is by design. If you find yourself always being the last to know about things that could help you, pay attention. 6, they show sudden loyalty to your enemies. One of the clearest signs that someone is working against you is when they become friends with those who openly oppose you. When people who once stood by your side suddenly start aligning with your adversaries, do not ignore it. Loyalty is not something that shifts overnight. A person who was truly with you cannot suddenly become close to those who wish to see you fail. 7, they are only present when they need something. A person working against you will not invest in you, but they will take from you. When they need money, advice, support, or connections, they will be the first to call. But when you are in need, they disappear. Watch for those who only show up when it benefits them, but vanish when you require something in return. Relationships should be mutually beneficial, not one-sided. 8, they try to undermine your confidence. The enemy of your destiny does not want you to believe in yourself. They will disguise their discouragement as concern. They will question your abilities, make you doubt your decisions, and plant seeds of insecurity in your mind. They will say things like, "Are you sure you can handle that?" Or, "Maybe you should stick to what you're used to." They do not want you to rise because your success exposes their failure. 9. They pretend to be supportive but never take action. Some people will tell you with their words that they support you, but their actions will reveal the truth. When it's time to show up, they are nowhere to be found. When it's time to contribute, they have excuses. Words are cheap. Action is what truly reveals a person's heart. If someone constantly tells you they are for you, but never actually shows up when it matters, their true intentions are clear. Conclusion: guard your circle and protect your destiny. Brothers and sisters, life is too short and your purpose is too great to be surrounded by people who do not genuinely support you. You must guard your heart, protect your dreams, and be intentional about who you allow into your life. Jesus himself was betrayed by one who sat at his table, ate his bread, and called him friend. If he faced betrayal, do not think for a moment that you are exempt. But the key is discernment. You must pray for wisdom and insight so that you can recognize who is truly for you and who is against you. Do not allow hidden enemies to sabotage your destiny. The moment you identify them, make a decision. Either distance yourself or address the issue directly. But do not allow anyone to remain in your life who is secretly working against you. You are too valuable, your purpose is too significant, and your calling is too great to be slowed down by people who do not belong in your journey. Walk in wisdom, walk in strength, and above all, walk in truth. May God bless you and keep you strong in your journey. Keep your successes private, protecting your purpose from jealousy and envy. There is a principle in life that many overlook, yet it is one of the most powerful truths in the world. Not everyone who smiles with you celebrates you. Not everyone who shakes your hand supports you. And not everyone who calls you friend desires your success. In life, when God begins to bless you, when he starts to elevate you, and when he opens doors that no man can shut, you must understand that your blessings are not for public consumption. Some things are meant to be hidden, nurtured, and protected until the right time. The Bible teaches us in Proverbs 4:23, guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it flow the issues of life. This means that not everything in your heart, your dreams, your vision, or your achievements should be exposed to everyone around you. Today, I want to talk to you about the importance of keeping your successes private. Why? Because one of the fastest ways to attract unnecessary enemies is to publicly announce every move before it is secured. Let me show you how to operate in divine wisdom and protect yourself from the dangers of jealous friends and relatives. 1. Not everyone is happy for you. You must understand that people respond to success in different ways. Some are genuinely happy for you, but others become secretly bitter, envious, or even hostile. Jealousy is a silent disease of the heart. It is a slow poison that can turn a close friend into a secret enemy. Joseph, the son of Jacob, made one mistake. He shared his dream too soon. The Bible tells us in Genesis 37 that Joseph had a divine dream of greatness. Instead of keeping it private, he shared it with his brothers. What happened next? They hated him even more. They plotted against him, threw him into a pit, and eventually sold him into slavery. Some of the people around you may love you, but when they see you rising, something in their heart changes. It is not because they are evil. It is because success has a way of exposing hidden jealousy. That is why you must move in silence. Keep your achievements between you and God until the right moment. 2. Success makes you a target. Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you saw someone throwing stones at a fruitless tree? They don't. People only throw stones at trees that bear fruit. The moment you begin to succeed, you will attract attention, some good and some bad. The Bible tells us in Nehemiah 4 that when Nehemiah began rebuilding the walls of Jerusalem, his enemies, Sanballat and Tobiah, became furious. They mocked him, ridiculed him, and even plotted to stop the work. Why? Because progress will always provoke opposition. Many people announce their plans before they are finished, and as a result, they invite unnecessary battles. You must understand that success is a magnet. It can draw both support and sabotage. The less you reveal, the less people can attack. 3. Jealousy turns friends into foes. Have you ever wondered why Cain killed Abel? It was jealousy. Why did Saul try to kill David? It was jealousy. Why did the Pharisees crucify Jesus? It was jealousy. Jealousy is one of the most dangerous spirits in the world. It doesn't just make people dislike you, it makes them plot against you. The moment you start to do well, some people in your circle will start to feel insecure. Your growth exposes their stagnation. Your elevation makes them feel small. Instead of celebrating you, they start to compete with you. The tragedy is that jealousy does not always come from strangers. Sometimes it comes from those closest to you. Cain and Abel were brothers. Joseph's enemies were his own brothers. David's enemy was his own king. What does this teach us? That the people who hurt you most will often be those you trusted the most. That is why you must learn to keep your progress private until it is fully secured. For hidden blessings last longer. Have you ever seen how an eagle prepares to give birth? It does not lay its eggs in the open. It finds a high place, hidden from predators, and it covers its eggs to protect them. Why? Because anything precious must be protected. Your success, your ideas, your next move, these are like eggs. They must be hidden and nurtured until they are strong enough to survive attacks. If you expose your success too soon, you risk attracting unnecessary enemies, inviting negative energy into your life, becoming the target of people who want to see you fail. Jesus himself said in Matthew 7:6, "Do not cast your pearls before swine." In other words, don't expose valuable things to those who won't appreciate or protect them. 5. Move in silence. Let results speak. When Nehemiah was rebuilding the walls, he did something very strategic. He kept his plans private. Nehemiah 2:12 says, "I set out during the night. I had not told anyone what my God had put in my heart to do for Jerusalem." Why did he move in silence? Because he knew that opposition would rise if people knew his plans. Some battles can be avoided simply by keeping quiet. Your enemies cannot attack what they do not see. They cannot destroy what they do not know. Instead of announcing every blessing, let your success speak for itself. 6. Protect your peace. One of the greatest benefits of keeping your successes private is peace. When you stop seeking validation from others, when you stop worrying about what people think, you free yourself from unnecessary stress. Social media has trained people to post everything. But let me tell you the truth, not everyone who likes your post is happy for you. Some are waiting for you to fail. Some are watching to see if your blessing will last. Protect your peace by keeping your private life private. 7. Timing is everything. Ecclesiastes 3:01 says, "To everything there is a season. There is a season to announce your success, but there is also a season to stay silent." A farmer does not announce his harvest before the crops have matured. He waits until the time is right. Likewise, you must learn when to speak and when to be silent. If Joseph had waited until his dream came to pass before telling his brothers, he could have avoided years of suffering. Learn from his mistake. Move with wisdom. Speak with discretion. Operate with divine timing. Final thoughts. The wisdom of silence. My friend, if you want to go far in life, learn to move in silence. Keep your victories between you and God until they are secured. Let your success speak for itself. Avoid unnecessary battles by using divine wisdom. Remember, not everyone who smiles at you is happy for you. Jealousy can turn close friends into secret enemies. Success attracts opposition, so move wisely. Protect your peace by keeping your achievements private. Timing is everything. Speak only when the season is right. If you master this principle, you will walk in divine favor and protection. May God give you wisdom, discernment, and strength to guard your blessings and walk in your purpose without fear. Set clear boundaries. Protect your destiny from toxic influences. Have you ever wondered why some people constantly feel drained, frustrated, and stuck in life? Have you ever noticed that the people who struggle the most are often the ones who allow too many voices, too many opinions, and too many distractions into their lives? I want to start with a truth that may change your life forever. You do not have to let everyone into your personal space. Not every friend should have access to your thoughts. Not every relative should know your plans. And not every person in your life should have a say in your decision. God has given you a purpose. He has placed a vision inside of you. But if you allow the wrong people too close, they will drain your energy, weaken your faith, and distract you from your destiny. That is why you must set clear boundaries. The Bible tells us in Proverbs 4:23, guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it flow the issues of life. To guard your heart means to set boundaries. It means deciding who gets access to your emotions, your time, your energy, and your vision. If you fail to set boundaries, people will manipulate you, abuse you, and take advantage of you. But if you establish clear limits, you will protect your peace, your purpose, and your destiny. Let's explore why setting boundaries is not only important, but essential for your success. 1. Boundaries protect your identity. The greatest mistake you can make in life is to let people define who you are. The moment you allow others to dictate your worth, your value, or your purpose, you have lost control of your own life. God created you as a unique individual. He placed something inside of you that no one else has. But if you surround yourself with people who constantly criticize, judge, or belittle you, you will begin to shrink. You will start questioning your value. You will begin to doubt your abilities. That is why you must set boundaries around your mind. Do not let negative people shape your thinking. Do not allow their opinions to override your God-given identity. Jesus himself knew who he was, and he never let the voices of men distract him from his mission. If Jesus set boundaries, so should you. 2. Boundaries. Protect your time. Time is the most valuable resource you have. You can lose money and get it back. You can lose opportunities and find new ones. But when you lose time, it is gone forever. Many people feel overwhelmed, exhausted, and unproductive simply because they have not set boundaries around their time. They allow people to call them at all hours. They say yes to every request. They overcommit themselves to things that do not align with their purpose. But Jesus was different. He managed his time with wisdom. He took time away from the crowds to pray. He withdrew from people to rest. He did not allow distractions to pull him away from his mission. If Jesus had to set boundaries around his time, what makes you think you don't need to do the same? Stop giving your time to people who do not value it. Stop wasting hours on things that do not serve your purpose. Learn to say no without guilt. Your time is precious. Use it wisely. 3. Boundaries protect your emotions. Have you ever been around someone who constantly drains your energy? Every time you talk to them, they complain. Every time you try to encourage them, they bring up more problems. Every conversation leaves you exhausted. My friend, you do not have to be everyone's emotional dumping ground. The Bible tells us in Proverbs 22:24-25, do not make friends with a hot-tempered person. Do not associate with one easily angered, or you may learn their ways and get yourself ensnared. This means that if you constantly allow toxic people into your life, their negativity will eventually affect you. That is why you must set boundaries around your emotions. You cannot heal others while allowing them to destroy you. You cannot be a light to others while they drain the light out of you. If someone is constantly bringing chaos into your life, it is okay to love them from a distance. You are not called to fix everyone. You are not required to carry burdens that do not belong to you. Set boundaries and protect your emotional well-being. 4. Boundaries protect your purpose. One of the greatest lessons in life is that not everyone around you is for you. Some people are secretly jealous of you. Some people smile in your face but talk about you behind your back. Some people pretend to support you but secretly hope you fail. That is why you must be careful who you allow into your inner circle. When Nehemiah was rebuilding the walls of Jerusalem, his enemies, Sanballat and Tobiah, tried everything to stop him. They mocked him. They threatened him. They even pretended to be his friends just to distract him. But Nehemiah did something wise. He refused to let them in. In Nehemiah 6:3, he said, "I am doing a great work and cannot come down." Nehemiah understood that if he allowed the wrong people into his life, they would slow him down. He set boundaries to protect his purpose. You must do the same. Not everyone deserves access to your dreams. Not everyone should be involved in your plans. If you let the wrong people too close, they will distract you, discourage you, and try to destroy what God is building in your life. 5, boundaries give you freedom. Many people think that setting boundaries will push people away. They fear that saying no will make them look selfish. But the truth is, boundaries do not push people away. They bring the right people closer. When you set boundaries, you attract people who respect your time. You surround yourself with those who honor your values. You create space for meaningful relationships. Jesus was not afraid to set boundaries. He loved people, but he did not let them control him. He knew when to help and when to walk away. Boundaries are not about shutting people out. They are about making sure the right people are in. 6, how to set boundaries with confidence. If you struggle to set boundaries, here's what you need to do. Know your worth. Understand that you deserve respect, peace, and protection. Be clear and firm. Communicate your boundaries with confidence. Do not apologize for protecting your space. Stay consistent. People will test your boundaries. Stay firm. Do not compromise your peace for anyone. Pray for wisdom. Ask God to give you discernment in managing relationships. Final thoughts. Boundaries are a form of self-respect. My friend, you were not created to be used, abused, or manipulated. You were designed by God with a purpose, and that purpose requires protection. If you want to live a life of peace, joy, and success, you must set clear boundaries. Guard your mind, guard your time, guard your heart. Do not allow negative people, toxic relationships, or unnecessary distractions to rob you of the life God has for you. Remember, it is not selfish to set boundaries. It is wise. If you learn to establish clear limits, you will walk in freedom, clarity, and divine protection. You will move forward without unnecessary burdens, and most importantly, you will fulfill your God-given destiny without distraction. Discern their intentions, protecting your destiny from hidden enemies. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to support you, yet something about them doesn't feel right? Have you ever had someone smile in your face, celebrate your victories, and yet deep inside you felt uneasy? Not everyone who is with you is for you. One of the greatest dangers in life is assuming that everyone around you has good intentions. Some people come close to you not to help you, but to harm you. Some want to connect with you not to build you up, but to tear you down. And the tragedy is, if you do not develop the ability to discern their true intentions, you will invite your own destruction. Discernment is the ability to see beyond what is obvious. It is the wisdom to recognize people's true motives, not just their words, but their hearts. Words can lie, but intentions never do. Jesus understood this truth. In John 2:24-25, the Bible says, "But Jesus would not entrust himself to them, for he knew all people. He did not need any testimony about mankind, for he knew what was in each person." Jesus was not deceived by outward appearances. He discerned the hearts of people. He understood that some came to listen, others came to learn, but a few came to destroy. My friend, if you want to succeed in life, you must learn to discern people's intentions. Not everyone who claps for you wants you to win. Not everyone who calls you a friend actually loves you. Some people are secret enemies, waiting for the right moment to strike. Let's explore why discernment is crucial and how to develop it so you can protect your destiny. 1. The danger of misjudging intentions. Many people have been betrayed, hurt, and misled because they trusted the wrong people. They mistook an enemy for a friend. They allowed someone too close, someone who had no good intentions. Look at the story of Samson. God had given him strength, but his downfall was trusting the wrong woman. Delilah acted as if she loved him, yet her true purpose was to destroy him. And because Samson lacked discernment, he revealed his secret and it led to his downfall. You must understand this. Not everyone who loves your gifts loves you. Some people are drawn to you because of what you have, not because of who you are. If you cannot discern their real motives, you will suffer unnecessary pain. 2. How to recognize hidden agendas. Some people do not reveal their true colors immediately. They hide their intentions behind sweet words, fake compliments, and temporary loyalty. But over time, their true nature always comes out. Here are 5 warning signs that someone may have bad intentions toward you. They are overly interested in your personal life. They always want to know your plans, your dreams, and your struggles, but they do not share theirs. They are not asking because they care. They are collecting information to use against you. They compete with you instead of supporting you. A true friend celebrates your success. A jealous person pretends to be happy for you, but deep inside, they see you as a rival. They want to be better than you, not grow with you. They disappear when you struggle. Pay attention to who is there when you are in trouble. Fake supporters will be around in good times, but disappear in hard times. They use guilt to control you. They make you feel bad for not doing what they want. They twist situations to make you the villain. This is emotional manipulation, a clear sign of bad intentions. They gossip about others to you. If someone constantly talks badly about others, do not be fooled. They will do the same to you. If they gossip to you, they will gossip about you. Jesus said in Matthew 7:16, "You will know them by their fruits, not by their words, not by their gifts, not by their appearance, but by their actions." People may hide their intentions for a while, but their true nature will always reveal itself. 3. How to develop discernment. Now that you understand the dangers of trusting the wrong people, how do you develop discernment? A. Spend time in prayer and reflection. The greatest source of wisdom is God. If you want to discern people's hearts, you must spend time with the one who sees all things. The Bible says in James 1:5, "If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God, who gives generously to all without reproach." When you pray for wisdom, God will open your eyes. He will reveal things to you that others cannot see. Some people may seem harmless, but deep inside they carry evil intentions. Only God can show you the truth. B. Pay attention to patterns, not just apologies. Many people get trapped in toxic relationships because they believe words instead of watching actions. A person may say they love you, but repeatedly betray you. They may apologize, but continue to hurt you. They may promise to change, but never do. Stop listening to words. Watch patterns. A person's real nature is in what they consistently do, not in what they occasionally say. C. Trust your instincts. Have you ever had a bad feeling about someone but ignored it? Your instincts are a gift from God. Sometimes your spirit knows something that your mind cannot explain. When you feel uneasy about someone, do not ignore it. That may be God warning you. Pay attention to your inner voice. Do not be deceived by charm, gifts, or flattery. If something feels off, it probably is. D. Distance yourself from toxic people. Once you discern someone's bad intentions, do not keep them close. Some people are dangerous not because they are openly evil, but because they secretly work against you. They pretend to be your friend but slow you down. They act like they care but secretly want you to fail. They smile in your face but work against you behind your back. Wisdom is not keeping toxic people in your life hoping they will change. Wisdom is recognizing when someone is dangerous and removing them from your circle. 4. Protect your destiny by discernment. In life, you will meet many people. Some will truly love you, while others will only pretend. Your success depends on your ability to separate the two. Joseph in the Bible had great dreams, but his own brothers were jealous of him. They smiled in his face but plotted against him. Yet, because Joseph remained connected to God, he overcame every betrayal. If you want to succeed, you must learn to discern. Pray for wisdom before trusting people. Watch actions, not just words. Listen to your instincts. Do not be afraid to walk away from harmful people. Jesus said in Matthew 10:16, "Be wise as serpents and innocent as doves. Love people, but be wise. Trust God, but be cautious with men. Protect your destiny by discerning their intentions." Final thoughts. Your destiny requires discernment. My friend, your purpose is too great to allow the wrong people to destroy it. Not everyone deserves access to your life. Some people are helpers and others are hindrances. Some will build you and others will break you. Your success depends on your ability to tell the difference. Discern their intentions. Protect your destiny and walk in the wisdom of God. Stay humble but confident. The balance of greatness. Have you ever met a person who was so successful, yet so arrogant that no one wanted to be around them? Or perhaps you've met someone who was so humble that they lacked the confidence to step into their destiny. Life is a delicate balance between humility and confidence. Some people mistake humility for weakness, while others confuse confidence with arrogance. But let me tell you something. True greatness is found in those who walk humbly before God, while standing boldly in their purpose. There is a powerful secret that the wisest men and women of history understood. Humility will take you higher than pride ever will, and confidence will open doors that fear never can. The challenge is learning to balance these two. What does it mean to stay humble but confident? It means that you do not think of yourself as better than others, yet you never think of yourself as less than who God made you to be. It means you recognize that all your gifts, talents, and achievements come from God, but you also refuse to downplay your abilities to please people. When you master this balance, you become unstoppable. Let's take a deep dive into how you can stay humble yet confident and why this principle is essential for your success. 1. The power of true humility. Humility is not thinking less of yourself. It is thinking of yourself less. Many people misunderstand humility. They think being humble means lowering yourself, hiding your talents, or acting like you are unworthy of greatness. But that is false humility. True humility is simply acknowledging that everything you have is a gift from God. The Bible says in James 4:10, "Humble yourselves before the Lord, and he will lift you up." Do you see that? Humility is the secret to elevation. When you walk in humility, you don't have to prove yourself to anyone. You don't seek recognition because you know who you are. You celebrate others instead of feeling threatened by them. You give God the glory for your success. The greatest leaders in history were not those who demanded respect, but those who served others. Jesus himself, the King of Kings, washed the feet of his disciples. That was a powerful lesson. If the greatest man who ever walked the earth could serve, what excuse do we have? The moment you become too big to serve, you become too small to lead. 2. The danger of pride. Pride is the greatest enemy of success. It blinds people to their weaknesses, isolates them from others, and ultimately leads to destruction. The Bible warns us in Proverbs 16:18, "Pride goes before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall." Many great men and women have fallen not because of lack of talent, but because of pride. They thought they were untouchable. They believed they no longer needed advice. They stopped listening to wise counsel, and in the end, their pride destroyed them. Let me tell you something. Success is dangerous if you do not have the character to sustain it. Pride will make you think. You don't need help. You don't need correction. You don't need God. And that's when failure comes. One of the greatest examples of this is King Nebuchadnezzar in the Bible. He was a powerful ruler, yet he became arrogant and said, "Look at this great kingdom that I have built." Immediately, God humbled him, and he lost his mind for 7 years. Never forget this. Everything you have is because of God's grace. The moment you think it's all because of you, you are one step away from losing it. Humble yourself before God does it for you. 3. The strength of confidence. Now, some people take humility to an extreme. They think that being humble means staying silent when they should speak up. They think humility means hiding their gifts instead of using them. But that's not humility. That's insecurity. Humility does not mean you shrink. It means you shine for the right reasons. God did not create you to live in fear. He gave you gifts, talents, and abilities because he expects you to use them. Confidence is not pride. It is faith in God, ability through you. The Bible says in 2 Timothy 1:7, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind." That means you do not apologize for being great at what you do. You do not let fear stop you from stepping into your destiny. Confidence is not arrogance. Arrogance says, "I am the best." Confidence says, "God has given me the ability to do this well." Jesus was humble, but he was also bold. He did not apologize for who he was. He did not fear opposition. He walked in power and authority. If Jesus could be confident in his purpose, so can you. 4. How to balance humility and confidence. If you want to be truly successful, you must learn how to balance humility and confidence. Here's how. A. Acknowledge that your gifts come from God. One of the best ways to remain humble is to constantly remind yourself, this is not about me. This is God's work through me. When you recognize that your talents, wisdom, and success are from God, you stay grounded. B. Stay teachable. The moment you stop learning, you stop growing. No matter how successful you become, always remain a student. Listen to mentors, receive correction, and keep improving. See, walk boldly in your purpose. Do not let false humility stop you from fulfilling your calling. If God has given you a gift, use it with boldness. Do not fear what people think. You were created to shine. D. Celebrate others without feeling threatened. Confident people do not feel jealous of others. They celebrate success in others because they know their own value. Insecure people compete, but confident people empower. E. Always give God the glory. If you want to stay humble while remaining confident, make it a habit to always give credit to God. When people praise you, say, "I thank God for this ability." Keep your heart in the right place. 5. The reward of humility and confidence. When you learn how to balance humility and confidence, you become unstoppable. God lifts up the humble, and the world listens to the confident. The Bible says in 1 Peter 5:6, "Humble yourselves, therefore, under God's mighty hand, that he may lift you up in due time." When you stay humble, God elevates you. When you stay confident, you walk into every door he opens. Final thoughts. Walk in the balance of greatness. My friend, if you want to succeed in life, do not let pride destroy you and do not let fear limit you. Stay humble but confident. Serve others, yet know your worth. Trust God, but also trust the gifts he placed in you. The greatest leaders are those who remain humble enough to serve and bold enough to lead. Walk in that balance. Stay humble but confident and watch how God takes you to places you never imagined.